Okay, so you can assume any of the value, like if I take -1 and -1 as A and 2 as B, and if I add them, then I am getting 1. So 1 is again an integer. I can give you many examples which will prove this closure property. So you should remember, closure property means if we add two integers, then we will be getting integer as a result. So are you able to understand this property?
Yes, ma'am.
So just to save the timings, you can just take the screenshot. Okay, so it will help you in saving out time. Have I told you about my website and my YouTube channel?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, I will tell you. So have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move to the second property of addition, that is called commutative property of addition. So commutative property of addition meaning if I take two integers a and b, or say a and b are two integers, so if I add a plus b or if I add b plus a, the answer will be same. Okay, so I can add two integers in any order. That is called commutative property. For example, if I add 3 plus 7 or if I add 7 plus 3, in both the cases I will be getting 10. So I can add two integers in any order. I'm giving you one more example. Let's say -2 plus 5 or 5 plus -2. So -2 plus 5 is 3 and 5 plus minus will become minus. So 5 minus 2 is again 3. So whatever we add, if I add them in any order, a plus b or b plus a, answer will be same. That property is called commutative property of addition.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move to the third property, that is called associative property of addition. So Samraj, are you able to follow these properties?
Ma'am,
Are
for
you able to follow them?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So A plus B plus C or A plus B plus C. So how does they vary? Bracket means we are adding A plus B and whatever is the result that is being added to C. Or I am adding B plus C, whatever is the result, it is being added to A. So in both the cases, I am getting the same answer.
Ma'am,
Okay.
what
Yes.
is the difference between commutative and associative?
Yeah. Good question. So commutative deals with two numbers, A and B.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So A plus B, two numbers can be added in any order. And if I say associative, then it deals with three numbers. So first two number are added and the result is added to the third number, or last two number are added and the result is added to the first number. In both the cases, answer will be same.
Okay, ma'am.
So I'm giving you an example. 7 plus 13 plus 2 or 7 plus 13 plus 2. if you look at ABC are 7, 13 and 2.
Yes, ma'am.
So 7 plus 13, when you perform this addition of this bracket, then it is 20 plus 2. And when you perform the addition of this bracket, 13 plus 2, that is 15. So when you add 20 plus 2, that is making 22, and 15 plus 7 is again 22. So you can see these two are same. This is 22, this is 22. So I can add them in any order.
Okay, ma'am.
Rakshita, are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So these are the three properties of addition which you need to concentrate. First is called closure property. Second is called commutative property. And third is called associative property. So please take the clicks of this written material so that you can complete it once the class get over. It will be a quick revision.
Okay, ma'am.
And when you are writing, you will came to learn it by writing and you will memorize it. So two things will be over just by writing.
Okay. Ma'am, have you uploaded the videos which class 7th, ma'am, of
So this week video, I think I have not uploaded. So let me check just a minute. That is my Gmail drive. Hold on.
last time I checked the YouTube for the video? I just wanted to summarize, ma'am. I was
Yeah.
not find any of class 7.
Okay, okay. So maybe I have not started with for class 7. Yeah, no issue. I will start it. So this is our YouTube channel. Have you subscribed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you can
Ma'am,
find the
what is the name of your YouTube channel?
hold on. I will tell you the way. So see, Rakshita, you need to type on the browser leadreaddigital.com.
Okay.
Okay. So when you type this name in the browser, then you will see on the top hand. Are you able to see this icon of YouTube where I am moving my hand? This is YouTube icon.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, actually I can't see your screen. The screen is just showing the associative property of addition. I
I
can't
Hold,
see.
hold on. I will just allow you to see my screen. Just a minute.
Ma'am, can you please enable screen sharing? I have.
Are you able to see now my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the address of my website is www.leadreaddigital.com.
Okay, ma'am.
So when you look at its top corner, topmost right corner,
Yes, ma'am.
you can see the icon of YouTube.
Yes, ma'am.
So once you click it, then you will be able to see my channel, and there you will find a red button. This is my view. So in your view, you will find a red button which shows
Yes.
that you need to subscribe.
Okay.
Okay, then subscribe the channel, then you will be able to get the videos of our two classes.
Yes, ma'am. I did. I
Okay,
subscribed.
okay. So let me move again to our meeting. Just a minute. Okay, so what we are learning, can you just summarize it, both of you? What are the properties of addition?
ma'am, the properties of addition is, ma'am, closure property.
Commutative,
And,
associative,
ma'am,
closure. Commutative, associative, closure.
Very good. Commutative, associative, and closure. So one more property of addition. Just pay attention what I am saying to you. That is additive identity. So what do I mean by identity? Like if you stand in front of mirror, like Samraj is observing himself in mirror. Okay, so what Samraj will see identical. Okay, so identity means what should I add to the number so that I get the same number. Let's say integer is a and I want to know the its additive identity. So what should I add to a so that I get a itself? So additive identity of every integer is 0. For every integer, additive identity is 0. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is about additive identity, that is always 0 for every integer. But if I ask you additive inverse,
Ma'am, like it's -8, it will become 8.
excellent. So if the integer is a, its additive inverse is -a. If the integer is -a, then its additive inverse is a.
8.
Correct. So you need to reciprocal the sign. If it is positive, then it becomes negative. If it is negative, then it becomes positive. So that is called additive inverse. Okay. So is there any more doubts, Rakshita? These are the 5 properties of addition which is there in your syllabus. Closure, commutative, associative, additive inverse, additive identity.
Ma'am, can we start off by fractions and decimals?
Yeah. Before you have joined us, we are starting with this, what you say, fraction and decimal. Just hold on. Let me write the timetable so that both of you don't miss any class by any chance. So, do you know the timetable, Rakshita and Samraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, it is Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Thursday, and Sunday.
and Sunday. You are correct. And the timings for you is 5 to 6 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, timing is 5 to 6 p.m. And Sunday, we do have a test. And Samraj has put me the solution. Samraj, I will get back to you with the answers. Okay, so this is our schedule which you need to follow. So let's continue now with decimal and fraction. Okay, so I'm just helping you out. Mm, you have to arrange in descending order. So the number is 2 by 9, 2 by 3, 8 by 21. So what is the way of doing
Ma'am,
this?
2 by 3, 2 by 9, and then 8 by 21.
You are saying 2 by 3, then 2 by 9, then 8 by 21. So how so fast, Rakshita?
Ma'am, because the denominator of the both of the fractions are 2, and the both of the denominator and numerator of 8 by 21 is larger than the both of the fractions.
No, that is not the correct way. No problem. I will tell you. Samraj, what do you say? How should we move? See, we have discussed this type of question in our yesterday's class also. So, do you remember how we have done this question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we will take out the LCM first. Ma'am, of 9, 3, and 21.
You are correct. So, first step is to make the denominator same. So, we will be taking the LCM of denominator 9, 3, and 21.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So let's take the LCM. So I have to divide this all three number by 3. 3 threes are 9, 3 ones are 3, 3 sevens are 21. I will again divide it by 3, and lastly I will divide it by 7. So see, I am getting 1. So LCM of 9, 3 and 21 is 3 into 3 into 7. 3 threes are 9, 9 sevens are 63. So now we have LCM. Okay, so what I will be doing, I will changing each denominator into 63. So how can I change it into 63? What I need to multiply in numerator as well as denominator?
Ma'am, we have to multiply 9 into 7.
7. So we will be multiplying it by 7. So we got 14 upon
And why are you
63.
multiplying it with 7?
Yeah, I want to make all denominators 63. So see here, Rakshita, denominator is 9 and we have changed it into 63. So what I have multiplied to change it into 63? So you can see by the table of 9 that we have to multiply it by 7. Okay, so whatever I have multiplied in denominator, that I have to multiply in the numerator. So why I am doing this exercise? So that the denominator of all these three number becomes 63. So that I can compare them. If they are having same denominator, so they changes into like fraction and I can compare them easily. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I take the second number, that is 2 by 3, then again I have to make the denominator as 63. Okay, so if I want to make 3 to 63, what should I multiply? So you can see the this LCM 3 is there. So what should I multiply? 3 into 7. So what should I multiply in 3? That is 21. So what should I multiply in numerator? It is
21.
again 21. Very good. So what is the answer of numerator?
42.
You are correct. So 42 is the answer. So let's try the third digit, that is 8 by 21. So if I want to change it, the denominator into 63, then 3 and 7 will make 21. What should I multiply?
3.
I should multiply it by 3. So 8 into 3 is how much?
24.
24.
24. You are correct. So now we have all the three numbers. We have to arrange them in descending order. Descending order means the greatest should be first. 42 upon 63, then 24 upon 63, then 14 upon 63. So now you need to change them in their original order. So 42 upon 63 is 2 upon 3 and 24 upon 63 is 8 upon 21. Okay, and last is 14 upon 63 is 2 upon 9. So highest, I came to know highest is 2 upon 3. This is first. Then this is second. Then this is third.
Ma'am, can you tell me uh, how can we convert a fraction into decimal?
Speak again.
Ma'am, can you tell me how to convert fraction into
How to
Yeah,
convert fraction decimals, he said.
correct, correct. So let's see here how to convert fraction into decimal. So that is very easy part, I should say. Like, see, Samraj, I am giving you some examples so that you understand. So let's say if I take 3 upon 10. So for this, what is the decimal? It is 0.3. I have to, that 10 is having 1 0. So I have to put decimal before one digit. So I'm giving you more example. Like if I write 3 upon 100, then it becomes
0.03.
0.03. So see, there are two zeros. So I have to write decimal 2 digit. I have to take 2 digits. So how I can take 2 digit? I have substituted 0 before 3. So it is 0.03. If I take another example like 3 upon 1000. So it is having 3 digits, 3 zeros. So I have to have 0.003.
003. Ma'am,
Understand?
what if there is no zero in the denominator?
Yeah, if there is no zero in the denominator, let's say 1 by 2. So it is a fraction. Do you agree that it is a fraction?
It will be
Yes, ma'am.
0.25.
So no. So I will be doing the long division. So 1 is the dividend and 2 is the divisor. So see, 2 is greater than 1. So I will be putting decimal. So because of this decimal, I can put 10. I have put decimal. So because of this decimal, I can put 10. Now 2 fives is 10. So 10 minus 10 is making the remainder as 0. So what is the value of 1 by 2? It is 0.5.
Ma'am, I have a problem like this here. Ma'am,
Okay.
it says 63 by 75.
Okay, great. So 53 by 75.
Ma'am, it's 63.
Okay, beta. Just a minute. I will erase 63 by 75. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, I will be following the same procedure. Now you can see 63 is smaller than, so I will be putting decimal. So because of decimal, I can put 0. So now you can check 75 nines is how much? So 5 nines is 45. Okay. Then 4 7 nines are 63. It will be bigger. So let's try 75 eights are 8 fives are is 40. 4 carry over. 7 eights are 56. 56 plus 4 is 60. Okay. So I am writing it 75 eights are. It is 600. Now subtract. So I am getting 30. So now write one more 0. So 75, let's try 4 times. 5 fours are 22, 7 fours are 28, 29, 30. So yes, I am getting 300. So 75 fours is 300. Now you can see remainder is 0. So our question is completed. So the value of 63 upon 75 comes out to be 0.84.
Okay. Ma'am, can you,
Ma'am, what if like the numerator is bigger than the denominator?
Numerator is bigger than the denominator. Yes. So like let us take one more example. See, I am having another class also. So let us try by 3 by 2. So we will be dividing it. 2 ones are 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So now you can see 2 is greater. So I will put decimal. I can put now 0. 2 fives is 10. Now subtract it up. So yes, remainder is 0. So what is the value of 3 by 2? It is coming out to be 1.5.
ma'am, can you just tell me, ma'am, how can we convert decimal into fraction?
Speak again, Samraj. Your voice is very low.
Ma'am, decimal into fraction.
Decimal into fraction. So that is a different story that has to be done. And easy story, I should say, if say 0.5. So you will be removing this decimal. So after decimal, there is one digit. So put 10. Okay, now just convert it. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So it gets converted into 1 by 2.
Ma'am, can you convert 3.5?
3.5. So if you remove the decimal, you can put 10. Okay, now if you simplify it, cut it by 5. 5 sevens are 35, 5 twos are 10. So your answer is 7 by 2. Don't worry, we will be practicing tomorrow many sums of the same type. Okay, bacho, have a nice time.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay, please connect at the sharp at 5 p.m.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.